welcome back, hunters. I'm the Survivalist, and we return to the Hunter Call of the Wild on Askiy Ridge for our last episode of the series. We've managed to get at least one of the two animals I wanted to really get at least one harvest of before we wrapped up the series in Askiy Ridge, which was the beavers. Now we're trying to find Bighorn Sheep somewhere up in the mountain areas here. As we can see here, we're going back towards the hunting stand that I found during the night hunts last week. And just kind of hoping we spot or hear bighorns out here. I'm, again, not super sure where we would go to try, improving our chances of coming across them. So I figure it basically just has to be said. I just try and go out into the middle of nowhere with a lot of mountainous stuff. Maybe we'll get lucky and find them. But let me just check and see what these tracks are, and we'll keep going this direction. Since I haven't really found any need zones, that's just grouse tracks, so nothing to worry about with them. There were some warning calls because of the wind in our scent, but I think they were just mountain goat huffs or hisses. Kind of make some weird noises. More grouse droppings. See, on one hand, I almost want to do a bit of running around just in case I can, elicit a warning call. That would at least... Well, I guess something like that, except... More so, I would be hoping for it to be a goat or a sheep. We have gotten a couple mountain goats, but... Nothing that I'd say is, really that grand of one. And yeah, we've got, trotting of one. There's no telling how old those tracks could be. I think all I'll do is just go in parallel with them out towards the stand. Usually if they place a hunting stand somewhere on the map, then some kind of animal has some use or need zone around it, so... I figure it's at least as good of a place as any to begin with, and if it does come to it, I could always just sprint us way up that mountain if I really have to. But I don't think I'm even going to be able to see... Oh, just snow geese. Yeah, when it comes to the birds, I don't usually go for them all that much in games. I kind of feel I know the Hunter Classic had, a bit of, gatekeeping to them where you need to put decoys out and use callers and stuff to help bring them in. I don't think the Hunter Call of the Wild is as gatekept with them like that, but... I just don't find them, as engaging of something to go after, say, any other of the game species that are, terrestrial-based. Okay, well, at least we got mountain goats. Oh, hang on, there was a medium. Change direction, we might have another diamond on our hands. Doubtful, but I also don't know for sure. And it's... Oh, okay, there were mountain goats over there, too. God, it seems like... If I'm looking for mountain goats, we at least found them, but no sheep. Not one sheep, not a warning call, not a track, nothing. Does make me a little bit worried that we're not going to see any. Well, we'll see if we can get over there. And we do have a 0 on this that goes up to 200. So we could try using it for the goat. It's just, I don't know if I'm as sure of a shot as I need to be for that far out. We'll see if we can close the gap, and what we come across, we're going out this way. And more grouse tracks. I don't want to try running too close because I don't want to, like, alert them and with it... Oh, just more snow geese. Seems like there's a lot of birds and goats up here. And of course, nothing actually in the direction I'm trying to travel. It's things, at least not like right with the wind blowing this way. But I might as well try checking every track I can as we're working our way up. At least it might give me some clues if we're even in the right area or vicinity of what we're after. Because it could even be the case of, this is where you find goats, this is where you find sheep, and the two do not overlap. Which actually might... Oh, I wonder... Or would they be down in the meadows area? Now, I feel like the bison would probably be down. I don't know. God, they're still making all kinds of noise. I don't think they'll alert any other animals in the area. At least I sure hope they won't. But it is something I have to be a bit mindful of. Okay. Yeah, now we're going to crouch until we can crest this hill. Like, should still be a wait... Ooh, actually, no, that's where we saw them, sir. God, the rangefinder seems to put stuff way off compared to, like, where I actually think I'm setting down the waypoints. I guess maybe the case is it goes through the animal to the background and doesn't register the animal itself as the waypoint location. Yeah, because there they are right there. Okay, we're going to stay super low. And just crawl over the crest of the hill and see if we can spot that medium difficulty one. Truth be told, I might be getting them with the bow and arrow when I wasn't intending to. I was intending for it to be a muzzle loader shot just because I didn't think it'd be getting in close enough for it. Yeah, there you are right there, and you're actually... Make sure, yeah, that's the right type of arrow. Ah, I think I missed on both shots. Oh, that's why. Oh, God, I forgot to check the zeroing on it. Ah, shoot. Okay, well, they might not go too far as long as I don't push more. Yeah, like this one's not freaking out too much, so maybe that's a sign that they might not go too far, but I can't believe I forgot to double check that zero. Ah, stupid mistake that I rushed for. Okay, you know what? Let me also get rid of the waypoint so it's not blocking our view. It is still the case that it might not be scared too far off, that I could use the muzzleloader still for a longer shot. But that was a perfect opportunity for... Yeah, I forgot to double check that. I was getting too caught up in the heat of the moment and making stupid, sloppy mistakes. That is one thing to keep in mind if you do have the zeroing skill active, is you have to make sure you're double checking that before you'll take your shots, because they can really mess up your certain equipment for like how well you'll aim and how accurate you'll be. Even if it's not the species I'm like really holding out hope of getting, it still, again, would be nice to try to get a medium score mountain goat. Yeah. You know what? I'll keep the bow and arrow out just in case. Oh yeah, there's where one of the arrows landed. You see the little bit of a blinking there. And we might at least be able to retrieve it, so that way we're not down the shot, but... I want to stay a little low until we can get up onto the crest of this hill, because it looks like it's sloping down just at this top here. So if that's the case, that might give me some good visibility down to see where they may have fled off to. But yeah, I'm hitting myself for that. Like, could have easily avoided that and gotten a perfect shot with that first attempt. That's me, my impatience catching up to me and just causing me more grief. Big piece. Oh, can't even retrieve it. It broke. Yeah, so big piece of advice to anybody who might be new to the game. Take your time before you place your shot. Make sure you double check anything that could be a variable and that it all checks out. As you saw, it could be great in position, great for distance, lined up for the organs, but if your zero is off, if you're using that, you ain't hitting anything but the dirt. Like I say, I'm hoping because I didn't pressure that last one, they might not be too far from here. Well, one of them's still here. But are you the only one that's here? How is that just a body shot? Like, I'm at 20. That should have been a lung shot for sure. We'll have to follow up and see where he gets off to. Like, the only thing I can think of is maybe I aimed too low, but... we'll check in a moment and, like, see about following up with him. I don't know where the others would have gone either, so I'm hoping maybe he'll be a little bit of, like, a guide to follow and possibly catch up to them. But that short a distance, maybe I should have used the second pin instead of the top one. That's the only thing I can think of is maybe... that shot, like, got him in the leg more so than the lungs, so was too low. Does it look like the others might have run this way too? That's a trot, so they might have gone this way. Yeah, we'll follow along to see, because it does look like there are a number of tracks all going this direction, so we may be lucky that he's at least going to lead us along with his run towards where the others went. Again, not exactly what we're after, but I don't have any other leads right now while we're out here. I'll stay low and just move at this pacing, so we're not... hopefully not falling too far behind, but we're not putting too much pressure out there as we're trying to catch up. Looks like we can see some tracks and such from quite a ways off, but... Hopefully slow and steady will pay off for us. And I'll be much smarter about this approach, too. He's lost a bit of health from the shot. But I don't think he's going to be going down anytime too soon from it. We at least do have the snow, which I think is giving us a little bit of visibility cover. I think it's basically treated how rain is for that skill, so... Might give us a small help. I'm also not going to be able to really call these guys in, so... It says that the tracks, or the droppings are old, so it's not too bad. If it said very old, then that could be no telling how long ago they've been left. Just every so often I want to stop and try to glass a little ahead, just in case, because of, like, the pure white fur they have, they could blend in really well out here. So I don't want to be the case of, like, it was staring me in the face and I spooked them off because I just didn't take my time to spot every now and then. Ironically, they are taking us up towards that mountain I was talking about. Possibly having to sprint up. Yeah, this guy's still in a run. And at least the tracks of the others are still going this way, too. Okay, looks like he's breaking off this way more. I don't know if the other tracks will follow him or not. Might even put... Okay, we're not going to move for a little while, because I think the others are right ahead of us over there. Yeah, we're not going to move, just because we only got this guy. The other one might calm down if we give it enough time. But I'm thinking this is one of the other members of the group that was, like, accompanying the medium. So again, just, we're actually going to pay proper attention to what we should be doing, which is giving it a minute or two for everything to, like, unfold, do what it will. And then hopefully with no pressure... that won't push them as far out, and we can maybe get a visual on them again. Okay, so I'm going to go collect this guy. And then maybe try to see if I could spot the other one. Again, with the hitboxes, I can't quite focus on just the arrow to retrieve it. But that's a silver through him. And that was a better place shot. So it does make me think that medium is a gold or possibly diamond, given how that's, like, gone off. Now, I don't know if it would have ran more into the woods or off to the slopes here. So I think... I'm just going to stay in this slow crouch for a bit. I've got a marker down for, like, following up the other one we've wounded. But we'll see. Also see if I can find tracks if there's any that say, like, a run or not. Because if there are... Okay, that's just a walk. Okay, that's just a log. I thought that might have been one laying down. We've got droppings here. Some tracks of something there. But nothing I'm seeing through the trees. Now we got some tracks up ahead here, too. I'm going to stand, just go for a little bit of a walk and see. No, I don't think that would be from the one that we scared off. This feels a little bit too out of the way for it. I could have sworn I'd seen tracks, like, around here, unless maybe they're so old that they faded. Maybe that is the case. Okay, we'll head back for the waypoint and pursue the one that we did wound. As much as I would love to try for the, that medium difficulty one, I don't have any signs, like, where it might have gone. I got mating calls coming from back that way, but that doesn't really help us for what we're looking for. So yeah, we'll get back onto this trail and find our wounded one. It looks like he's probably down somewhere too, given that's 25 to 50 on that one we just found. And where even are we now? Yeah, we're kind of worked in a roundabout way towards that tower. Oh yeah, there it is sitting out there. I think we might be getting close to a spot where we can view from it. I see snow geese, but they're not really anything I'm after. It does make me think we're... The only thing I can think of is wrong elevation. Like, we're not high enough up yet to... see bighorns. Oh, there's our goat. It's like I've heard no calls or cries or anything like that. I haven't even visually seen them. We'll go collect this guy, head back along the trail towards the... Is the waypoint still there? Yeah, we'll head back up that way just in case maybe that one goat is going back there. And the only thing I can think of is trying to get way, way up there. I'm not sure where else on this map I could feasibly think to find them. Again, unless it's a case of I'm looking in the completely wrong area and they're way down in the lower reaches of the map. Oh, that is what happened. I shot way too low. I got him basically right in the leg. Sorry about that. I usually try to be a lot better, but again, I just made some dumb mistakes after that first mess up. We'll head for the waypoint, then cut off and go sprinting up the hillside there. Just see if that is where we gotta go when we hear or get a bighorn warning calls sound out. See, too, if even I hear a warning call as we're working our way back this way. As it kind of seemed like they were not exactly working their way back, but they were coming... They were kind of backtracking on their own trails a little bit. So maybe with enough time, and us going back there, we'll get lucky with that one where we've kind of got set on. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. We'll remove... Okay, he did go back there. Oh, but the wind... I'm going to let him go. The wind's going to be too bad for us to try. And I mean, I've got the one scent eliminator, but I think it'd basically just be a constant chase of them. With the wind blowing directly that way, as good of a looking one as he was, I've got something else I'd like to try going for, so we're going to focus on that. And figure out how we get up the slopes of this, if we can. I was like, this is pretty steep country. I really doubt anything would even be up here, but everywhere else so far hasn't really produced. And yeah, I think it's getting too, kind of getting too steep to climb. Yeah, I don't think I can go up this. You gotta be careful, I might actually slip. We might have more of a slope here to work up. Let's see. Yeah, if I'm having this much trouble, I don't know if any animals would be up on, like, these really high spots. So I may be able to get up there with enough time? Oh, we got black... Okay, black bear, and I just heard a goat, too. Yeah, I gotta be careful. With how the terrain geometry is, I think any wrong slip and I'm going to be sliding my way back down. Yeah, I don't see us getting to the top of these peaks. Even getting up this far, I think, is more than I really probably should have been able to do. So it really makes me think, maybe the bighorns... I don't know if they'd be down in, like, this area, or they'd be more in, like, the meadows area. And I don't see anything even on, like, the sides and that here, so... Yeah, I think I came to the completely wrong area for the animal I was looking for. I should take a quick check if the Codex actually mentions anything for... no, Askiy Ridge doesn't... Again, they don't break the wildlife up by what map you'll find them on. Where's Bighorn Sheep? There they are. Morning to evening, class 5, average, alpine meadows, grassy mountain slopes, foothill country near rocky cliffs. Again, kind of thought everything of that would apply to where we are, but I guess not. The only thing I can think of is maybe a fast travel down to part of the map I haven't really been to yet. I thought maybe I'd just try in case we can hear mountain goat making noise again. We got something walking this way, but I can't tell. Yeah, it might be the one that we've been after. And it is in purple, so that could be the sign of, like, we're following up. We'll see what it says for, like, the droppings here. If they're fresh or old, then we probably... Very old. Yeah, that's probably how it came in towards where we actually were. Yeah, with the wind being like that here, too. I'm thinking we'll try a little bit of a change of scenery. Like, if they were in the area, I probably would have found much more sign of the bighorns here. So there's gotta be another area of the map that they like to be on. Yeah, she's alerted because of the wind. I think that's our sign. Let's vacate. We'll try going down this way and check out the prairies a bit if we can. Just see if I can even find a sign of the bighorns down there. Because I don't know where else to try with that, like, not working for us. The only other thing I could possibly think of is maybe they're up north this area more? Maybe in the... Maybe up there? Again, I'm not super sure. It's like grouse, deer, elk, grouse, goose, bear, grouse. And nothing over here gave me any thinking they'd be over there. Oh, so for some reason the cache in this place is indoors. Okay, let's call in the ATV and just see what we can find if we go for a drive. I didn't mean to smack into it like that, but... Yeah, we'll see if we can just go straight up north to the road. Oh. Man, something was... Uh-oh. Okay, good, it stopped. I was going to say... Okay, mule deer spot. I was going to say, don't tell me this is like bighorn as soon as we arrive. But, like, that's the only thing I can think of is, like, maybe they're over in the prairie areas. It's like, no other need zones have really shown up with all of the time out and about looking for them. So it has to be a pocket or corner of the map we've just not visited at all yet. Well, I'm at this point just hoping to see a single one of them. Like, I was hoping, like, say, oh yeah, maybe we'll find them out in these mountainous areas, but it seems like that was a complete bust. I wonder if it's like, maybe, I know Silver Ridge Peaks, I don't think you find them that, or you can find them in the mountains, but I think they maybe are in the plains more. So I wonder if that's, like, how they put them in this map, too. We've got a ways to go on this before we do hit prairie area. Well, there's a few things going by. Those actually might have been Bighorn. Oh no, pronghorn. Okay, well, it's something else we haven't actually, there is a bighorn! I thought I'd find him in the mountains. No, apparently the forest. Okay, now that does kind of throw a wrench into some plans, because it's like... better leave that behind, because that might be the only bighorn we'll see the entire series. But yeah, like, that is not where I was expecting to, like, come across them. But it's far better than nothing, so I will take it. Just means we'll have to be going on foot for a little while. I don't know how far they may have been pushed or scared out, but... we'll see if we can follow up. I should also take a quick check. I don't know if I have any collars that'll work for pronghorn or not. Whitetails. No, that's more... nah, nothing pronghorn on that. Yeah, nothing that I think is really pronghorns. They, I think, are another species I can't directly call in. I have to get lucky using that skill. Oh, and bison. Well, we know bison are down around these regions, because at night we never actually got one of them this series either. God. I wonder if I should do another week now that I at least know where I'm looking for the bighorn. Because, like, there's the bison, the pronghorn, the bighorn. 3 species that we haven't even gotten any exposure to. And they're all down here somewhere. I kind of feel like maybe I should do that. Just also buys me a little more time to figure out what my next series will be. Oh, how far off is that? That looks like it's... oh, it's actually not as far as I thought it would be. It's under 1 kilometer. If I were to sprint, we'd probably get there in not too long of time. Yeah, there's pronghorn. There's moose. But yeah, if the bighorn do like being down here, then what the heck was with the one way in the remote area up here? Or are they just like a really rare animal that they can be anywhere on this map, I wonder? Okay, yeah, so this is right on the trail of what we spooked up with the ATV. I don't know if we will close the distance to be able to actually see anything or not. There's at least one nice... oh! Well. You know what? I do think we will give it another week, given we have quite a few species we haven't even touched on yet for the series. And we might have ourselves a pronghorn we can snag. I'm wondering if that's the only one, or there are some others with it. As pronghorn are a more social herd animal. But I might have pushed the others away from this spot. It doesn't tell me how many are at this need zone either. Oh, okay, there's another one there. You're the 4, so you're the best scoring so far. But we'll see as I close the distance if more might appear as we're trying to spot. I just want to be careful and not accidentally spook them further. This could be that group that we saw on the road that I scared and startled up, or it could just be a few random ones just deciding to take a rest at this spot. As I think there was a 5 in with the group that we saw, and then also the bighorn that was, I guess, just hanging out with them. And I shouldn't also say that, like, that definitively means bighorn are down on these southern areas of the map. But it's at least a sign that they do exist on here. Because for quite a while, it did seem like they didn't at all. But yeah, it looks like it might be just these two. I'm not seeing any others showing up as we're looking around. Yeah, he is a ways off, so I wonder if I can use the tree to help kind of hide us from, like, vision. And that'll give me an idea as we're getting in close. I am thinking using the bow and arrow here. Yeah, he's calming at rest. That's calming at rest. Okay, that's just the swaying of the bush. I thought for a second there was like a deer head that was just right down here that we were close to. Yeah, that's saying that's about 60 there. I do want to try getting closer just for the sake of things. Just want to keep my eyes on him as we're closing the gap a little bit more. I know it says it's just an easy difficulty one, but I still try to be mindful. Case in point. Okay, that looks like the one we need. Yeah, that's the one we need. Both missed. I'm thinking I gotta scrap the pin sight and just go back to the other one, because I am not having any luck here. Okay, that's at least a hit, but it's just a body shot. Oh, maybe not. It actually dipped a little bit faster than I thought. Yeah, I think we'll give it one more week since it is basically a complete blowout for trying to get the bighorn this episode. We at least got a couple mountain goats and such, but nothing like I was really going for. And yeah, here are my arrows. Yeah, at least we can get that one back, and even that one back, so we're not really out any shots. Yeah, it said non-vital organ hit, but it does, I think, have a low bleed rate, because it was losing health there. And this is kind of bringing us a little bit in the direction of the, Oh, actually, that's a medium bleed rate, so yeah, he should be down not too far. Makes me wonder what I actually hit on this guy, then. Oh, wood bison in the area again. Yeah, it says medium bleed rate, but that hasn't dropped again. There we go. That's dropping again now. Yeah, we'll sprint to this, try to get hit. Ooh, lordy. Startled up a moose. We'll just switch to the better arrow. Oh. Oh, no, that's a bison. No, that's a... Oh, I kind of see him down there. What is... He slid away from me. Oh, he's behind a rock. Yeah, he's probably not too thrilled about that. I don't think anything in the area is too thrilled with me right now. Yeah, he's down. I don't know if the bison will come after me or not, but we'll... Yeah, did the arrow break on the rock? Yeah, it did. Probably should have. Okay, well, we'll at least get you as a... Oh, happenstance gold. Actually, not too bad. Okay, get that. Head back to find the pronghorn. Collect him, and then run our way for the, for the outpost, and then we'll do more hunting in this area next week to wrap us out. Yeah, you're the other one. Okay, here he is. Silver. Okay, I did get, well, not a vital organ, but still it was an organ hit. We'll grab you. And yeah, just wrap the episode up with a sprint off to the outpost here. I'm not expecting any other encounters with wildlife on the way, but... I am still super surprised that I thought we would have had Bighorn Country much more north on the map. And again, it kind of feels like they possibly are just, like, randomly on it. I might have to actually look up and see if there's anybody who has put out guides on, like, where you might find them. Yeah, we got black bears. Yeah, she's making her warning calls, but I think if I'm going this way, she won't come after us. We'll just be mindful of her. Some animals seem to be everywhere, and others nowhere. Yeah, more bear sign. So at least for the week coming ahead, we have only one goal to go for. It's not like I have too much. It's going to be, hopefully hard to find. But yeah, pronghorns I would definitely expect in this area. They're more of a plains animal than anything else. But I'll do a quick check just to see if there is anywhere it suggests 4 bighorn on the map too, just so that way it's a little bit more of a focused hunt, and we hopefully get what we're after. That is my biggest surprise, that there's been so few sign of them. Oh, and we still have wolves in the area. Here's the outpost, which does have a fence that we have to navigate around. Oh, but it's more of a proper cabin. Yeah, more bison. Yeah, they're alarmed because of me running around. Makes sense. I'm definitely going to look up for the bighorn, just so that way I don't, am fumbling around next week, too, in areas where they might not be at all. But at least we got a little bit accomplished this week. We got the level up in. I still have to try to put proper use of that Who Deer skill, and see if we can get anything there. And then this episode did have a fair few harvests. Nothing super great, and I did mess up pretty bad once or twice, but you live, you learn, you make mistakes. That's how it goes. So for now, we are good to wrap everything up right here. Thank you all very much for joining me on this episode of The Hunter, called The Wild and the Askiy Ridge DLC. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure in the comments right down below. Until I see you all in the next video or episode, Hunters and Survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.